I need to buy my own FriYAY shirt.
Oh, I should get everyone FriYAY shirts too. Dang.
Buy me a new wardrobe.
I got so many things to buy.
I mean, we can all pitch in. I don't mind. If it's like 15 to like $20, I don't mind buying my own shirt.
Hey, guess what? We're live.
Oh, I can't even see myself.
We're live. Hello and happy FriYAY.
Happy FriYAY.
Hey, did anyone watch last week's FriYAY? Anybody out there? Hopefully you
I can't
did.
even remember Friday.
Last week was all about engagement, how engagement is a two-way street. And we gave you some great tips on how to increase your engagement on social media.
And now I remember. Thank you.
Yes. Recap. It's always helpful. So this week we're going to go into how to measure engagement and see really what's working and what's not.
Yes.
Because we love running our businesses and having our clients run their businesses based off of numbers. And
it can get quite confusing for people. I think our most asked question is, okay, that's great and all. Now I know what metrics are. Now I know where they are. But still, what am I looking for? What am I specifically looking at? And how does that then correlate with my content?
Yeah. So we want to make it easy. We want to make it easier on people to know where to go, how to find it. And I have a great idea for you guys. I think it's great anyway. Is it? Is it not?
I'm going to go with yes.
Okay.
I think that's a safe answer.
Are you placating me?
No.
Probably. It's fine.
No.
It's fine. I don't mind.
Mostly I'm just like, I don't know what's in your brain right now. I don't remember what grand idea.
Oh my gosh, Kara. Okay, let me show you. Let me show everybody.
Can I guess?
You do. See, you do remember.
I do.
She remembers.
Mm-hmm.
She was just messing with me. All right. So, you guys, I taught a workshop earlier this week for the Retail Alliance as part of their Strive series. And we talked on there about different platforms and the different platforms within the platforms. And what I mean by that is like Facebook has Creator Studio, there's Business Suite / Business Manager, two different things, but Suite is replacing Manager, FYI, and then Advertising Manager. So one of these is, I think, the perfect solution for so many small business owners and nonprofit owners to really hone in on their metrics without being overwhelmed by it. So,
and it's cost effective.
Yeah, so I'm going to dig in here and I'm going to show you what I showed my class earlier this week. And I'm going to pull up Business Suite. So,
how do you get access to Business Suite?
So Business Suite, you have to have a business page or a creator account on Instagram, creator or business one. So you have to have one of those, and you just go to business.facebook.com and you'll see there if you're eligible or not.
Mm-hmm. And for Facebook, you have to have a business page.
Yeah. Yep. You got to have a business page to be able to access Business Suite. So I know a lot of different people do. I think of like real estate for this. You know, they'll create a personal profile and try and use that because more people will probably see your stuff. But you don't have these amazing tools available to you, so it's a huge downfall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, think of it this way: if it's a business, do a business account.
Yep. So when you go to business.facebook.com, so just real quick, as I mentioned earlier, that Business Manager used to be a thing, still is, but Business Suite is now replacing Business Manager. It will eventually. So in here is the greatest insights, like overview of all of Facebook and Instagram.
It's all in one place, which is amazing. You can see both of your accounts together. So, and again, if you have a business account, it's free. We're not paying for anything.
It's not,
you're not paying for a service. You're not paying anything at all, not even less than $10. So it's incredibly cost effective, obviously, for your business, which is so important. So there's really no reason for you to not have this, is basically what we're saying.
Yeah. So everybody needs to look at Business Suite and look on the left-hand menu. So this is your kind of like feed dashboard overview area. But on the left-hand side, if you hover over here, first you're going to make sure that you select the right page. If you have multiple pages or multiple accounts, you want to just select the right page first. And then you go down to Insights, and this is what pops up. So this is your Insights, and it pulls up this great overview tab. And I love this because, as Kara said too, you can see both your Facebook page and your Instagram business page analytics and data, which combining the two together is amazing. And outside of just, if you're looking at your Instagram stats or you're trying to look at it on your phone in the app,
it's very minimal.
I don't like it that way.
It's also very minimal. It's mostly based off of like who reached your account.
It's the past 7 days.
Yeah,
you're very limited. And so you don't get nearly as much data, but also I just love the way visually that this information is presented here.
Well, I love it too, because if you post the same thing on both Facebook and Instagram, then you can see if that content resonated maybe better on Facebook than it did Instagram, or maybe it was the day or time, or maybe it's the factor that you posted the same thing on the same day. So we've talked about this before, if you can try and, schedule your posts to be on different days for the different platforms, if you can. Well, we know that's a lot to ask for, so we don't have all of our clients obviously doing that, but if you can, it's definitely something that will hopefully make a difference.
Yeah. So I like to look at this overview page and see the trends in reach. That's great. That's not going to really help us with engagement though. What we want to focus on is this content section, and there's a whole nother tab over here to just look at content. But the first thing you want to do too is you want to go up and you want to select the right date range. So I love that you have so much more data available to you. You're not limited to the past 7 days, even the past 28. I'm going to look at, let's just look at this whole year so far. Let's take a look at it from that glance. And so then we can scroll down and you just kind of get an overview of each of those sections. But what we want to focus on today is content, because we want to talk about engagement and follow up from last week's FriYAY. So I love this section so much because it visually shows you what is your most effective ad and post. So you can turn it on and off for either of those. You can toggle through just Facebook, just Instagram, and get a really clear picture of what's performing the best.
Yeah, and even below it goes down into the individual posts themselves, and you can see, how many people it reached, how many likes and reactions, how many comments, for both Instagram and Facebook.
And then one thing with this, you actually have a little bit of control in the bottom section here. So reach isn't as important when we're talking engagement. We want to focus on those reactions and comments.
And side comment really quick.
Yep.
I love that Facebook, if you hover over these, gives you a slight description of what these are, because for someone who's not analytics and metrics like myself, sometimes it's hard to remember what's what. And so if you're new, if you're intermediate level, that way you can remind yourself like, okay, what does this mean? What am I looking at exactly? So I love that Facebook does have those little prompts.
Yeah, I really do have to give Facebook some credit. I complain about them a bit here and there, but with Business Suite, I didn't really like it at first because I was so used to Creator Studio and the Business Manager, and I was like, what the heck are these people thinking?
Well, also, we're like, why do you have two separate things? Why would you not have extended Creator Studio or move Creator Studio into Business Suite?
Yeah. So you can actually hit these buttons and see, what performed, what didn't perform as well. So we can see what's in here. Oh, got some slow internet issues. Come on, you can do it. But you guys get the point. You can toggle back and through. You can see ascending to descending. And just kind of look through your recent content And you can also export it. So you can export it as a PDF.
That's pretty cool.
Which is super cool because if you just go to the back end and analytics of your page and try and export, you can only do like an Excel or CSV file. So,
and then it's like usually
I don't like
stretch too.
I don't like
instead
Excel
of like
sheets
vertical.
at all.
Yeah, well, that's a really great tip too. If you're meeting with your marketing company, if you want to keep it on file, or if you're meeting with a consultant, then you can have it with you if you don't want to bring your computer or you don't want to have it pulled up or you're not sure if you're gonna have Wi-Fi. That's a great opportunity to utilize.
Definitely. So you guys, what are your questions about engagement and metrics and how to really figure out what's working and what's not? You know, I don't know where this year is going, quite honestly. But yes, I do. 2 businesses. That's where it's going. But it's flying by. And so, you know, as we get to the end of Q1, I really want everyone to take a minute, take half an hour, and look at your metrics and really think about, okay, how did we perform? How did things go? What could we do better? How can we adjust our strategy a little bit? The type of content we're sharing, the type of media we're sharing, you know, our captions, do they need improvement? Do we need better photos? Do we need to do more of a variety of content?
Your hashtags.
Yeah. The hashtags. Do we need to put a hashtag strategy in place? The answer is yes to that question, by the way.
Yeah, for example, for us, we have recently really taken a focus onto our own social media. So for us, we'll probably do a review at the end of the second quarter since we just started really implementing that ourselves. So maybe we can show along our process, maybe.
Yeah, we can do like a mid-year check-in and kind of show how it's working on our end, because we're finally practicing what we preach, which it's really fun and exciting. I'm like loving seeing all of our content go out and the engagement that's happening with it.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen or heard, we are on TikTok now. So Casey has been putting up with me videoing her. We answer all sorts of questions. We will continue to do it and post them up there probably 2 or 3 times a week. And those will go up there. There will be some behind the scenes fun stuff as well, but it will be primarily a good educational place. So comment on those videos, email us your questions, comment on FriYAYs, and we'll answer your questions not only throughout FriYAYs, but in TikTok videos as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, oh, someone's trying to come in our office. Is that Christina Maniscalco by any chance? All right, guys. Well, we have things to do here, so we're going to keep it short and to the point this week. But let us know if you have any other questions or you need help analyzing that data, and we'll be happy to help you out. So have a great FriYAY, and we will see you next week.
Bye.